that's the excitement of this fight, even though Manny is totally dictating.
And now we're going to have to wipe some of the Vaseline off.
And Margarito obviously is taking a lot of punishment. Remains to be seen whether it's really hurting him, if you know what I mean. He's obviously, the face looks like it's deteriorating, but he's taken some big shots from big punches before.
Yeah, he has. And actually, it's not appreciably worse than it was a couple of rounds ago.
Again, Barry, it's to the power side. You know, the right eye is where that left hand has a home. And it is getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah, now it is, yeah.
And, you know, one big pop atop that, and that thing is splat open.
Wow.
And that used to be a cheek and be a bone.
We're right in the front row for that, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks.
The other thing, the problem is, this goes on another couple rounds, is if the eye totally closes up, referee might have to stop the fight. And look at now, Barry. Look at it now.
Yeah, it's getting much worse, almost by the second here now. And I think this fight is so lopsidedly in Pacquiao's favor that Lawrence Cole would be well advised not to go too far with it.
Margarito showed signs of life in the last round. Still coming forward, still being aggressive, but is it being effective? Not so much.
When he goes out, Mario, it'll be on his shield.
Oh, yeah.
Quit the Tijuana fight.
Oh, no.
Pacquiao just pot-shotting him now.
Colonel scorecard. Got Pacquiao pitching a shutout. 60-63.
Yeah. There's a right hand from Margarito. And another right hand from Margarito and another one.
Manny throwing shots, get just a hair careless there for a second.
And now he bounces right back. And good foot movement by Pacquiao. Because you want to exchange and get out quickly, because this is still a strong individual in front of you. And this is where Margarito wants to keep him, Colonel, on those ropes, and Pacquiao feels his back touch those ropes and quickly moves.
Such a
look at that
skill gun.
Six-punch combination right there.
And there's six right on top of it.
Right on top of it.
And the way he's able to unleash those combinations, he's got such incredible balance.
Gee, Mario, you said the Energizer Bunny, and I don't think anything describes him better than perpetual motion this entire fight for these kids. Look at that right eye of Margarito, almost totally closed.
Yeah. 10 seconds left here in round 7. Margarito did get there again with the right hand. Every now and then.
Every now and then, you're right, Barry. He does hit the punches, but it's
bang right there, right on the liver, and he hurts Manny a little bit with that, and then he cracks him with the right hand. But Manny is just so well conditioned, he's able to gobble it up from a very heavy-handed guy.
And he knows how to utilize his speed to the best with those combinations. 3-4 punch combination, steps to the side, and doesn't give him a target to hit.
You say Margarito's got to figure a way to slow him down. I can't figure out how he would slow this guy down.
Well, and I think, Mario, your point, again, a very good point, that it's his side-to-side movement, too, and he does. He'll throw a combination, he'll step left, and get out of harm's way. And, you know, that's the way you draw it up.
And there's difference between fast and quick fighters. Floyd Mayweather, very, very quick. Those hands are very, very quick. Not as quick laterally as a Pacquiao. Doesn't have that fast lateral movement. Knows defensively he's the best. But as far as giving you those different angles and looks, it's a tough guy to train for. Or train against, I should say.
The more I see of Manny, the more I want to see that Floyd Mayweather fight. I'm a huge fan of what Mayweather does in the ring. I'm not a fan at all of what he does out of the ring.
I couldn't agree with you more. And then, ironically, Mayweather's style is the kind of style, that counter-punching style, sort of in that Marquez vein that would give Pacquiao the most problems.
Well, it's a fight that, you know, not only is important to those two guys with how much money they're going to make, or to the promoters, it's important to the sport. I mean, that fight has to be made for the sport of boxing.
Look at this, Manny chooses to stay in the ropes and mix with him.
And that's not a good place to be, because Margarito still, you can hear those punches, gentlemen, and they're still coming with ferocity. And Manny likes to mix it up. He does.
Sometimes a fighter just has to fight. Test himself. Look at the face.
Vicious shots, and Margarito taking them and smiling. And Pacquiao's getting, wow, this is a tough customer here in front of me.
Yeah, I'll say. Margarito might have given it his best shot just a moment ago. He had Pacquiao on the ropes. He hit him.
And he has him there again. Let's see if he can be busy and do what he needs to do.
Pacquiao slides this time. He had enough of the power of Margarito.
Because even when he's hitting you in the arms or in the shoulders, you're feeling those shots.
Now the left eye is beginning to swell up of Margarito.
Pacquiao backs into the ropes again. Took a big uppercut.
The crowd going wild, sensing Margarito is doing something effective.
Well, the work rate of Pacquiao has been so extraordinary, he's got to slow down. I mean, it's not humanly possible to continue at the rate that he was energizing, bunnying along.
You would think.
Well, of course, that's what I said against Cloudy, too. And when did he throw 1,300 punches or something, didn't he?
Look at this.
And this is a much more entertaining affair than with Cloudy. Margarito coming to fight.
Margarito has landed some of his best punches of the fight in this round.
Yes, but
he hasn't won the round, I don't think.
No, hasn't done enough because Pacquiao's had an answer for everything he's thrown at him. Beautiful counter shot by Margarito. Pacquiao with lefts and rights.
Is the warrior Pacquiao chooses to stay in the corner. Where does the energy come from? Wow!
It's remarkable.
This is some of Margarito's great work. Nice body shots against Pacquiao. Busy with some short left hooks. Caught him with a right. Again, another nice body shot. Barrage of punches, some of Margarito's best work. He's just not able to keep him on the ropes long enough to do anything of detriment. Pacquiao answering with combinations of his own. Whenever Margarito may feel he does have the upper hand or is gaining momentum, Pacquiao is there to stop it and answer. Big uppercut thrown by Margarito. One still very dangerous, the Tijuana Tornado. One of those big uppercuts can turn this around, Colonel.
Absolutely, and that's the great thing about this fight. And Manny, at some stage during that last round, looked like he was wilting a little bit. Now, they've done a nice job in the face to get that end swell on there and push those big welts way down. But push that blood block around the corner.
Your point, though, is well taken that there's a swelling under the left eye now, too. So it's not just the right eye that's a problem for Margarito. Under the left eye, pretty good size swelling starting to form.
There's still a lot of fight left. There's 4 rounds, and Margarito still looks, he looks in tremendous shape. Still looks like he's got a lot of fight in him. And like you said, Colonel, he's going to go out on the shield if he's going to go out.
But, you know, if in fact everything that we learned is true about the big weight problem, 7 or 8 pounds overweight with a couple of days ago, this is where it drains you now. In the 9th round, 10th round, 11th round, championship time. And Pacquiao back up on the toes, on the move.
Margarito being effective, getting him to the end of those ropes, and a big right hook, counter right hook from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Margarito trying to turn this into a brawl. That's his best chance, needless to say. And Pacquiao in the last round accommodated him.
Yeah, I mean, Barry, you know, every once in a while, a boxer becomes a fighter. And this guy's such a great boxer, and it just shows what a great fighter he is when he chooses, I'm not coming off the ropes, I will battle with you. But he picks his shots.
Pacquiao, though, and I love him for it, is easily enticed into a fight. And that's what makes him not only one of the best boxers, one of the best entertainers in the sport.
Meanwhile, I got him prohibitively in front, winning every single round of the fight, 80-71. It would take a knockout on my card for Margarito to win the fight, and certainly have to knock him down 2 or 3 times to even get in the fight.
Yeah, it's hard to make a case for Margarito having won any round, although I think Pacquiao has kind of taken this round off a little bit.
Still landing big shots, Bo. Yeah, that's exactly right. Not as busy as he's been in prior rounds, but still landing some effective shots.
But now you find out if the fatigue of the Energizer Bunny begins to show, does Margarito's weight problem begin to show in this the final minute, because it's the 3rd minute that dictates the tough boxing matches.
Margarito's constantly coming forward. Again, that's his style, and that hasn't changed tonight.
No question about the conditioning of either one of these athletes, if there's any question about their preparation for this fight. Shots right on top of those eyes by Manny. what a warrior Antonio is, though, huh?
Wow, Antonio, relentless, methodical in his approach. Tough customer, and a huge right hook that he just took from Manny Pacquiao and kept coming.
Pacquiao now gets out of there. Pacquiao's punch production is definitely down in this round. But I still think he probably did enough to win the round.
Oh, definitely.
I'm looking every way I can to give Margarito the round, but I can't give it to him. You know,
Pacquiao just answers every time he's got something.
So here we go, round 10.
Touch of the gloves, a little sign of respect. A little too much grease on the face of Margarito. It's a second warning. Oh, no, they're asking if you can see.
He said, how many fingers? It looked like about 8.5 to me.
production slowed down in the first 30 seconds of this, the ninth round of Manny Pacquiao. But he's still got it in the legs.
He's still got it in the legs. But at this point, Pacquiao, at least in the last few fights, has been so dominant early on that the opponent is retreating to on his bicycle. Pacquiao's the one coming forward. So he's not used to being in this position where his opponent is still coming forward.
Yeah. It's a double right hand. Very difficult combination.
You notice the fatigue factor. I was going to say Manny missed it a couple of times. As I'm about to let that come out of my mouth, he cracks him with the right hand.
Yeah. That right eye just about closed, and the left eye not doing much better.
Now this becomes a factor for the doctor to determine, because these eyes are really bad, especially that left eye. Or the right eye, rather.
And he just took about 5 shots.
Oh, and another beautiful shot from Manny Pacquiao.
It was an uppercut.
Look at this.
Pacquiao.
Margarito has a hard time seeing.
He's not seeing to the right side at all.
And Pacquiao's just not missing anything.
And he pinpoint. Look at that. Right on top of it again. This might be the last round of the fight.
Unbelievable accuracy.
There's a chance. Manny. The crowd is in an absolute frenzy.
Yeah, it's just been a terrific night. They're seeing an absolute clinic here from the champion, Manny Pacquiao. And it's not to take anything away from Margarito. Margarito came here with an idea. He's really tried. He keeps on coming, but he's just sitting there against a buzzsaw.
I got to tell you, if I'm in the corner of Margarito, I'd stop the fight after this round. He can't win it, and no sense of him taking any more head blows. They should stop the fight. Manny beating the daylights out of him now. Right eye closed. Nobody's been down. Nobody really shaken. But Manny just beating the daylights out of him now.
Yeah, this fight should be stopped. And if the corner was smart, they would stop the fight.
Oh, Margarito got a huge right.
Yeah, and now he's in trouble. Still 15 seconds to go.
Margarito's a perfect example of a fighter who's a little too tough for his own good.
That's exactly right.
And that can be dangerous later in life.
And you hope he survives the round, and then they stop it. That's it. And I hope that's really it.
Watch where it lands. Boom!
Right on the temple.
They're going to let the fight go on, and it shouldn't.
Different angle.
And if they stop it at the 11th, that'll be the exact round that Pacquiao stopped Miguel Cotto.
Yeah. Well, this fight really should be stopped. It shouldn't be allowed to go on here. The man has no chance of winning the fight.
Well, the ring position can't stop it. I suppose the guy says he's okay. But look at the guy's face and the amount of head blows he's taken, and he can't possibly win the fight.
Exactly.
Both fighters just did the silent cross, and I just did one for them because I don't want Antonio Margarito, who's a good guy, to get hurt.
That's the last thing we want to see is anyone seriously impaired.
Exactly, and as you said, Colonel, I mean, it's about the long term, too, not just the short term. This is a good guy. He's been a great champion.
3-time world champ Antonio Margarito goes from his chronological age of 32 to about 40 tonight.
Yeah. This fight has gone on too far, too long.
Margarito still throwing. Not being effective, but still throwing.
This is beginning to remind me of Gerald McClellan against Nigel.
Pacquiao just looked at Lawrence Cole to stop the fight, and Lawrence Cole's just standing there, and he should step in and stop it right now.
I think Lawrence should stop it very shortly. There's about 7 punches in a row there. He looks like, come on, what do you want me to do?
Lawrence might just be admiring his work and forgetting where he's at the moment.
Stop this fight.
Yeah, this is way past what should be.
How many more times are you going to hit him in the head? He's out on his feet. He can't do anything, and he's getting pummeled to the head.
And I think Pacquiao just said, come on, to Lawrence Cole again.
Lawrence Cole, where are you, Lawrence?
Stop it, Lawrence.
Yeah, that's a very poor job.
Lawrence.
Doesn't matter if he can see it. He's going to let it go on. That's just horrible.
What are we talking about, 40 head blows?
That's just horrible.
40 head blows?
They want to wait until they can't see, right?
This is the corner's fault.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming Lawrence Cole. I mean, he'd be criticized if he stopped the fight by some, but the corner's responsible for the health of this kid, too.
Colonel, I couldn't agree with you more. Often the blame goes to the ref, but you're right. It's the corner. If the fighters don't want to go out, they don't want to quit. They don't want to look like the quitter.
They'll never quit. You don't listen to the fighter when you run the corner. Guys like this from Tijuana or the Philippines, they won't quit. You got to use your head.
No, but I think it's incumbent upon the referee, who is the final word and the only person who can stop a fight. When a fighter is taking a beating like Margarito is now, this fight should have been stopped at least 1 round ago.
I thought it was going to be close for 4 rounds, and then the pummeling will begin. But the pummeling is gone from the get-go, and it doesn't need to go any further. And I'm a big advocate in professional fighting of letting it go as far as you can, but this is beyond where it needs to go.
I agree with you.
This has got to be the last round.
There's no victory in going any sort of distance.
Manny puts a whooping on this guy, then he looks right at the ref and says, what do you want me to do? Stop this fight. Look at him. Look, he looks right at the ref. Come on.
This is round 12. Final round.
Well, they're going to let this go on just so the man can finish the fight. And I just think it's 100% wrong. I cannot defend what Lawrence Cole is doing at all.
Pacquiao told the gentleman, ask him if he's okay. Margarito saying yes.
I think Pacquiao will likely just get on his bike and stay away here.
110 to 98, no chance, and the guy's going to take another 50 more head blows.
I'm guessing that Pacquiao's hardly going to throw a punch here.
He may not. He doesn't have to. Look at him. Hey, just touching him up.
Yeah.